Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video inside of Gary's Mod in VR. This is a map I'm quite excited to play. The name of this map is Liminal Retrospection, and ever since I saw it on the workshop, I have been so interested to play it. The images I saw of it really seem to get that liminal vibe right, and I've just been so eager to play this on the channel. And here we are. The liminal aesthetic is something I've talked about briefly on my channel, and I've seen many YouTubers talk about it. Even inside of Gary's mod, YouTubers like The Librarian have made videos, and it's been talked about extensively. Just that, because I guess it really stems from nostalgia. And that's such a strong feeling. And look at this. Seems like we're in a classic pool rooms image. Now, I'm pretty sure this map actually takes inspiration from some really common liminal spaces like the Backrooms and the pool rooms. It's like an alien or some extraterrestrial being looked at Earth and looked at us humans and how we build things, and just replicated them without actually understanding the purpose of these builds. They're just really bizarre spaces, really weird architecture built for the purpose of being built and no other purpose. These weirdly high ceilings that I can't even look at without breaking my neck. Alright, let's see what's through here. Can I... Oh, look how weird this is. We go from a really high ceiling out there to now a really low one where I feel like I need to duck to prevent my head bumping into that light, for example, as I walk past it. Okay. Look at this. It's like a pool inside this little room or whatnot. And this seems to be a window looking out into the white void, I guess. It's really shallow water as well and I think that just makes this even weirder. Because it can't really function as a swimming pool. It's like ankle deep. Wow. There's just this toilet in the middle of seemingly just a random liminal space. There's just this toilet here for some reason, with a skylight above it. It actually reminds me of a spot in GM Liminal Spaces where I think there was a chair with a skylight above it. Oh, this one's even weirder though. Just imagine sitting on this toilet and viewing ankle deep water in front of you. It has a sort of almost dreamlike feel to it, and then as you walk out you look in this direction and there's just light beaming through the void, lighting up and reflecting off of the water. I don't know what it is. This images really make me think I've seen something like this in a dream. Or a really like old memory from my childhood that perhaps I've distorted over the years. Strangely enough, it's as if we have entered some sort of hotel. There's carpet here right next to water. If any of these splashes go onto this carpet, it's gonna be a mess. It's like whoever designed this architecture had no clue about mixing up areas like these. Again, it's like some weird alien or something built this without actually thinking the awful effects this place could have if water was next to carpet. And how illogical it is anyways, especially to have a toilet next to it too. So strange. And yes, I am trying to consciously ignore that really interesting looking area over there, because we'll get to that in a bit. Okay, what's this? This room has gotten... I hear something. Is that water? Oh, look at this. That part of the room is completely dark. The only light coming through is from that direction and that direction, really. You can just stand in this corner here and view darkness with two really weird looking lights coming through from the void. Wow. I can just imagine standing here and then something peeks around that corner over there. Or that one. Wait, that looks like the back rooms. Hold up. Are we about to enter the back rooms? Look at this. It's like that entrance to the back rooms, but it does look quite a bit different as well. Just more of these windows looking out over into the void. I don't like how this whole place could actually just be one, I guess, open room, but it has so many segments inside of it. It has so many dividing walls. It makes me feel like every sort of wall I cross, every makeshift door I go through, it's like I'm in a new place, but it does the exact same thing that the previous one did. Wow. Again, we go from really low ceilings and quite cramped corridors to a ceiling that seems so high up that it doesn't even make any sense. It's like I remember being a child walking through like a mall and looking up at the really high ceiling and just being confused how a human could have built such a tall ceiling. Like, how do you get up there and not feel scared as you look down from so high up? My little baby brain could just not understand that whatsoever. And this is quite similar. Although now instead of being scared of it or being confused, it's more just a wow thing. Like, wow, somebody had to climb that high up and build it. But then here the question really is, why? Why would you build something like this? This chair. I remember, I think, in GM Liminal Spaces or some other map, touching a chair like this didn't end well for me. Or it might have been Liminal Apartments, actually. Yeah, no, this seems to be okay. Let's continue going forwards. There's just this one door at the end of the whole place. I can turn around and look at the direction I came from. Also, this is a very custom looking door. I've not seen anything like this on a different map. What? Just look at this. I literally was speechless for the first few seconds. I have no idea what to say. Except this. Now this is like an urban liminal space. And standing here looking that direction, what this makes me think of is really old Spider-Man cartoons. Like, just imagine reading one of those really old Spider-Man books, the comic books, or really old Spider-Man cartoons where you can just imagine Spider-Man swinging across this direction, coming around that corner, chasing a car going down this road. It's like that, but at night time. Spider-Man isn't around, no one is. In the morning, this would be a really lively scene. Spider-Man trying to chase criminals, cars on the road, but at night it turns into an urban liminal space. It's familiar looking. You have seen this place in TV shows and comic books so many times with the recognizable characters, but now there's no one. Not a single light is on. Wow. And it's a really long road down there as well. Again, it makes sense that there's really cars here most of the day. Driving down this road, and Spider-Man swinging above your head, but now there's nothing. And here I'm just walking over this road. And I'm so confident, seemingly, in my idea that there's gonna be no one. No cars turn around the corner and come straight at me. Oh wow, reaching the end of this. This isn't even a corner. There is no corner for a Spider-Man to come swinging over. It's a dead end. Which is even more weird because then what's the purpose of this road? We are in an enclosed space. All these buildings are surrounding this road. So how are you supposed to ever reach this road in the first place? And if you do, where does it even go? I guess I have to now make my way down this road again. Definitely nothing eerie is gonna happen on my way back. Okay. It actually seemed like nothing happened. I'm very, very glad. Okay, now I guess let's go back to where we began, the pool room section. And let's see if we can perhaps find some other place to look at. And here we are, back where we began. So I see a staircase here, let's go on to this. There's also this section here which I'm not quite sure how I can get to. It's another classic pool rooms looking image. Oh, I have to like duck my head. And look at this. I feel like I've seen this image like 1,000 times. Classic pool room liminal space. But I mean, it works. If it's a great liminal space, don't fix it. Okay, let's see where this leads though. Look at that. Talking about high ceilings. And maybe it would make sense. Maybe humans could build this if it had some purpose, but literally, what is the point of having such a high ceiling over an area like this? And again, massive windows, viewing out into the void and nothing else really. Look at this, like the way to get to that door is to walk through water. Oh, wow. And the doorway as well is one where you can't really know where you're going. It's just a black cutout in a really, really high wall. And you only start to see a proper three-dimensional structure as you get close to the door. Oh, and look at that cylinder as well. I didn't even realize that. The way it's casting shadows on the wall behind it. Oh, wow. It really looks like something straight out of a Disney movie or some other fictional movie, not reality. It is really very, very difficult, if not impossible, to imagine spaces like this in reality. Perhaps that's why they work so well in video games. It's a medium where you can just design whatever you want, and whether it makes sense or not is no one's concern. And I guess the same goes with media to an extent. Ah, look at this. Oh, what? That pillar extends so high up. Wow. Is this pillar just extending out so high up that I can't even really make out where it ends? It's another structurally bizarre bit of architecture. Okay, let's go this way. Now look at this. It's like Liminal Hotel, but a pool room's version of it. Yeah, this is really reminding me of Liminal Hotel. It looks like the same layout. Yeah, it feels like a really similar general layout, but the courtyard area is instead filled with water and, well, there is no hotel, it seems. Another window, and this time we can see that really absurdly tall pillar on the outside. Even from this angle, I can't see the top. It's so high up. Oh, what is that? What is that? Do you see that? That's a silhouette. I don't like. Had a car? That's a silhouette. I don't like that. Uh, okay. I've seen something this way. Let's go there first. I'm genuinely concerned by that. That's the first time I've seen any signs of horror in this map so far. Oh, and look at this. This reminds me of like old classic play spaces. This kind of flooring. Whatever happened to these patterns on floorings? I remember going to like a park and it had a, not really like this, but similar colorful pattern on the flooring. Such a core memory in my childhood. Is this a maze? Oh no. See, this is weird. It's like a children's play park, but a horrific nightmare version of it, where the whole place has turned into a maze. It's like the stuff of your nightmares. I remember my dad telling me a story when I was young that the way IKEA is looped, you can't really get out of it. And I just had a dream or some sort of thought at the time that I was stuck in a really weird looping IKEA with no way to escape. And I remember in my dream or my thought, whatever it was, throwing or like rolling a ball down, seeing if the ball goes in a particular direction. Maybe the whole place is sloped. Perhaps that will help me find a way out. This makes me feel like that again. Where does this lead? Is there any exit to this maze? Oh yeah, there is. Alright, where are we coming out from? Back here. Okay. Let's see if we can go over this way now. Ah, these areas are so low, I need to really duck. What? Oh yes. Oh yes, of course. Here we are, back in the back rooms. Ah, the amount of times, dude. Oh well. We know the drill, don't we? We're in the back rooms. There could be other things with us. And we have to find our way out. I mean, I love the back rooms, okay? Like, I know it's so heavily used in media nowadays and in liminal spaces, but I think it's alright. I think the backrooms is just such a good example of liminal spaces that I'm alright with it being used excessively. Like, it's just such a good idea of liminal spaces, and whoever had the idea of the backrooms is just such a creative mind, perhaps. Oh, the twisting and turning corridors, the same yellow wallpaper everywhere. It's almost vomit inducing looking at this same pattern in the same color so many times repeatedly, having that idea in the back of your head that you have no idea where the escape is. You have no idea how to leave this place. And for all you know, you might be trapped in here for as long as you can imagine. But it seems like we're fortunate enough to not be trapped in this place forever, because I do see a few potential exits. But I do want to check the whole place out first. Oh, that looks so strange. And the backrooms, I feel like, is a great example of having blind corners as well. There's so many of these sort of pillars blocking my view, and I have no clue what's behind them. Oh, look at this. It's so steep. It's like I can feel as if it's sort of been pushing me back a bit. As the sine component of my weight acts down there, mg sine theta. To all my physics friends, you probably get that reference. Okay, let's see what's up here. Oh, the ceiling is so low. I actually have to duck. Oh, okay, we're back here. Let's go back the other way. There's more in that area that I haven't checked out. Okay, what's over this way? Wow, how strange is this? Wow, what an original liminal space. I really don't think I've seen anything like this before. And it's so good as well. You have a staircase going over to nothing, and two really cartoonish looking small windows. And on your right side is the back rooms. What a weird sentence. And what a weird image. Wow, it really does go nowhere. This spot for some reason making me it's reminding me of like old Minecraft maps. Old Minecraft adventure maps where you just have such weird areas like this because Minecraft again doesn't really have to follow the rules of reality. It's a video game. And you would have architecture like this in Minecraft at times. Some weird puzzle map perhaps would have an area like this. It was the liminal spaces before the liminal spaces were popular. If you look back at really old Minecraft maps, you might see a lot of things that today we would consider liminal space. But back then it was just not really thought of very much perhaps. At least that's what I assume. Look at this as well. It's like a weird indoors house. It has a window, it has a doorway, somewhat of a ceiling. Oh, look at this curved wall as well. So strange. The light also is pointing at an angle towards this wall that... Like, what's the point of that light? Why is it angled this way? This almost triangular room. I have shown my hatred for triangular rooms when I was exploring Macy State Psych Center. And yeah, this really seems to fall in the same category for me. Triangular rooms just, I can't get my head around. They seem so weird to me. Oh, look at this. The double blind corner room. Okay. This is concerningly dark. Again, the ceilings are just so low. I like this pattern on the floor, and it's a nice change to look at after all these mundane looking walls. What? That shook my heart for a second. I was not expecting to see moving doors all of a sudden. And look at that sight. Hold up, I want to come back to this. Let's go that way first. Check out that area we saw with the different pattern in the floor. Also, let's see what's on this side. Nothing, okay. Let's go over here. Yeah, that area's blown my mind. I'm gonna talk about that in a bit when we get there, but... Whoa. The roof and floor have inverted. There's so many maps I've played where something like this has been done, with the floor and the roof are inverted, they switch places, and it's such a weird feeling, especially in VR. Again, it makes me think of, if I imagine the worst of nightmares, perhaps. You know, it's hard to describe in a video through my commentary, but some of these images, some of these places are reminding me of things from real life that I can't even put into words. Like, again, this also makes me think of some abstract memory in the back of my head. It feels like I've seen this exact image with 100% accuracy in the past, but I have no clue what it is from or any information about it. Maybe like a gas station at best is my best guess. When all of a sudden we've gone away from all the nice, clean, colorful architecture to perhaps the unpainted, behind the scenes version of this whole place. The under construction liminal spaces, which I guess an under construction liminal space like this one is just an example of brutalist architecture. There's a first person shooter game I play in VR called Veil, and Veil has the maps are designed to be sort of based on brutalist architecture, and I love it. I think this is such a cool design style and design concept, design aesthetic. Look at this, it's like floating almost. Yeah, brutalist architecture, I really, really like it. I think it just, again, it just gets the same point across that liminal space maps do. Architecture built for the purpose of being built without really any real purpose. So cool though. Just all these weird blocks placed around everywhere. It's like a liminal space is just gonna be a product of this over some period of time. It doesn't have any purpose in its current state, and it's not gonna have any purpose when it's finished building. How weird is that? I guess the liminal space is always going to be a progressive space. It never has an end of its construction. It's always just what your mind is imagining it to be. Now that's a way I've never thought of liminal spaces before. Oh, look at this. And maybe that's why they always feel so progressive and so transitional, because that's what they are. You're always changing your mind about a liminal space. It's always just reminding you of your memories, something that's constantly changing perhaps, as you unlock new memories and old ones become distorted or forgotten. Anyways, let's get to this bit now. Look at this though. Just walking out of these two massive doorways, it's like we have left the liminal building, like we're outside now. And we finally are going to get to experience normality, but we're hit with a sudden realization that nothing is really quite normal. This road is almost too twisty and turny for any car or any vehicle to drive over it. There's a stop sign seemingly stopping us from leaving. Oh, look at this. This road is so steep and so twisted and so flexible looking. And we can see the building behind us as we perhaps walk into yet another one. What? Whoa. It's another absurdly high ceiling, but this one has so much detail. I feel like I'm in some sort of old film again. Some old science fiction film or whatnot. Or even feels like a room from Portal 2, perhaps. Really high ceilings, really high pillars extending up to those ceilings. And then if you turn around, you face something like this. Wow, how cool is that? In VR, at least, I can actually appreciate the scale of something like this. Where I genuinely feel that this is way, way taller than me. Everything has depth and different heights in VR. I don't like this. I really, I really don't like this. We've gone from a bright, well lit place to seemingly darkness. Where are we? It is so dark, and my flashlight is barely doing anything because there's no walls for the light to hit. I guess it's just the floor. And where does this lead? Where do I go from here? That seems to be the only lit up place, and standing on there did nothing either. What a strange, strange place. Okay, can we go back? Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go from there. I guess now I should make my way all the way back to the pool rooms again and then continue walking up the staircase through the weird pool rooms liminal hotel, and then maybe we'll find. And we could go into the direction of that silhouette we saw earlier. And I just remembered all of this is just part of the backrooms thing we entered. All of this happened only after that. This wasn't even part of the main, I guess, main side of the map. This was all the places after the backroom section. And actually, I remember there being a door here somewhere in the backrooms that I left behind. And here it is. Look at this. What? My light cannot even come close to reaching that. Again, it makes me think of like some weird Disney film. Maybe a scene from Up, or not Up, sorry, Monsters Inc. I can just imagine the doors sort of flying across up there. Look, there seems to be like furniture or something scattered around. And these actually look like like more rooms, more places to the liminal space, but they're just in a weird mess floating around up here. Oh, it's such strange architecture and such a weird spot. Standing down here looking up, breaking my neck pretty much. And look, there's a single doorway that we came from. Wow. This is the first time I've appreciated the sense of scale this much in a video game. It's nearly impossible for me to even look at it because I have to pretty much break my neck and bend it all the way back to look up. Alright, let's go back now. Wait a minute. I say that, but how do I get out of the back rooms? I guess I don't really know my way out here, do I? Even if I find the way I came in, I think I just sort of fell in. I don't remember there being any proper way. No, wait, hold up. That weird steep staircase, that's where we need to go. The really steep slope. Alright, here we are. Let's get out of here. Do not like the back rooms for an extended period of time. Oh, and it's this really low ceiling place again. I'm just gonna bend to the... What is this? Is this where I fell through when I entered the back rooms? What is this? Hold up, I need to go through here. I have to check this out. Oh, it's so low as well. Oh, look at this place. Oh, very interesting. Also, I'm noticing one thing about this map. It's a lot larger than I expected. Oh, but look at this. We can see outside the windows. It's like we're trapped in here of sorts. It's like we're stuck in this almost Teletubby-esque environment. So strange. Let's get out of here. Okay, which way are we going from here then? I guess the silhouette place. Yeah, that one. Anywhere else we can go first? I kinda don't want to go there, you know? For obvious reasons. I guess we have to go there. There's still so much to explore, it seems. I'm just gonna teleport up there. What? It wasn't a silhouette. It's just a chair. How strange is that? I really thought that was a silhouette, it's sort of shadow or something. Or someone standing there, but no, it's just a chair. That moved. I don't like that. This one's moving. Okay. Oh, look at this. More windows just looking out into the void. Oh, look, we can see something up there as well. How much more does this map have? I've been exploring for a while already. I thought this would be a really small map, but no. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, what is this now? An arrow pointing upwards? That seems to go back to the pool rooms, the liminal hotel thing again. Oh, there's so many blind corners. There was a blind corner room like this in the last map I played, GM Fever Dream. And this seems to be quite similar. Oh, wow. Oh, all these arrows seem to point in that direction. Let's see what's through here first. Why not a very low ceiling? Oh, it's pitch black. Look at this, just a bedroom. A bed out here. You can just lay down, forget about the rest of the place. Tell you what, this is actually really cozy. I wouldn't mind laying down here if I was stuck in this place. Although there's a few too many blind corners where something could come running at me from. I can just imagine these soft, comfy pillows. Just putting a blanket over me and just dozing off to sleep. Doesn't sound very bad, but seeing the kind of place the bed is situated in, it almost seems like the bed you would lay in before you die. Where everything around you, even though really nice and sterile and perhaps a really nice environment like a hospital, at the time of death, maybe it won't seem so nice to you. Maybe. I don't know. That's just an assumption. It's not like I've died before. Alright, what's over here if I gonna need the light? Nothing? Nothing happens? How strange. Alright, then I guess let's go back. Go in the direction the arrows were pointing. Look at this though. How strange is this room? Ah, here we go. I guess I'm gonna have to crouch again. Well, not really. I just have to bend my back a bit. I'm gonna get through here as quickly as possible. Wait. Whoa. Okay, I guess now I gotta go back down, and there was an area we missed back there. I think we can even see through this window or whatnot. I guess let's jump down. Now, I don't really feel height very much in VR. Like, I don't feel like I'm actually this high up. But if you do, this might be absolutely terrifying for you. But for me, this isn't really very terrifying. I don't really feel height too often in VR. Sometimes I do. But here we go. Let's jump. Whee! Alright, very cool. And we're back here. Yeah, we haven't seen this place yet. So I guess let's go, but look at that though. It's like a weird dark hallway filled with water. And it's like these separate walls kind of dividing this place into different sections, but the walls have huge cutouts in them. It's a weird mix of separate places but also the same place. The cutouts kind of connect all the separate places, even though my brain makes me think these are separate places divided by a wall. It's a wall that does not have a purpose, a wall that does not do what a wall should do. And look at this. Again, we can see out into the white void. Alright, here we go. And look at this spot. Another one of these indoor water pools or something, and then a really nice, inviting looking door. And look at that. Welcome home. Does it really get more inviting than this? It's sort of a promise that behind this door is something that I could consider home. But it's situated in such a weird place. Tell you what, we're gonna come back to this in a bit. Let's go over this way first. Alright, what's this? This looks much less... Oh! This place is a lot more deep than I was expecting. Wow, it's like my height. Oh, that's insane. That is much, much deeper than I thought. And look at this. I feel like I can go through here. Oh, yeah. Come on. Whoa. And yes, I can. I can just walk straight through it. Oh, look at this. It's like a skylight, and we can just see the blinding light coming through. Look at that. It's so bright over there. In stark contrast to this place, which is actually quite dim. Look at this. It's almost a dreamlike place where it's just beautifully bright, and it's like that place you visit in your dream where you're just so happy. It's again an almost dreamlike place. Two or a few houses just in the middle of a grassy field out nowhere. This again reminds me of Teletubbies episodes, where it was just like these weird, beautiful green hills and just architecture placed on them, with these weird Teletubbies moving around, and it just made no sense as a place. But as a child, just watching that cartoon, it really captured your imagination. It looked like a beautiful, enjoyable place, a desirable place to visit. And this seems like the same thing. As if you visited a place like this in your dream and now you're just thinking about it. How it all seems so cozy, nice green grass, beautiful houses in front of you. But if you think about it for a second, it's just so strange. Why is there green grass in the middle of nowhere? What is this blinding, white, bright place? And why is there just these very cookie cutter cardboard looking houses in the middle of nowhere with windows that are closed off? And now that I'm approaching, this house is absurdly massive, and so are the windows. And the windows are so high up that if these are windows for the bottom floor, then they're just too high up. And if they're for the second floor, then they're too low down. Wow. And they're massive on the inside as well. Can you see the light bleeding through the window? And the whole place is empty. There's no floor divisions or anything. It's just one giant empty place. I mean, just look at this image. It's both beautiful but absurd and creepy at the same time. How incredible is that? Let's check out these other houses, see if they have anything different about them. Oh, it's so weird how large these houses are, and I didn't realize that at first when I was standing there. Alright, what's in here? Just another giant empty room. No divisions, no proper areas for specific things. Just a massive open place. But from the outside, it looks like a house. Again, very inviting, dreamlike, and just desirable. But when you go inside, you realize how weird this place is, and how it serves essentially no purpose. Tell you what, I'm impressed the map has not thrown any jump scares at all so far, because like I can imagine that there could have been a jump scare placed in there as I walked into the last house, or for all this time of exploring, but there hasn't been. And I think that actually works to increase the tension even more. Now I'm anticipating a jump scare perhaps in the next section, but I assume there never will be one. This was labeled as a sandbox map after all. But anyways, let's continue going forwards. And we're back here, this dreamlike, beautiful, but absurd hallway again. Look, it's so bright over here that I can't make out anything. Alright, I guess. Let's see what's up here. Oh, the ceiling is really low again. It takes me some time to actually realize how low the ceiling is. It's really uncomfortable. Wow. Just look at this. Again, we've gone from a really small, tight corridor to a massive room with a really high ceiling. And now look at this. I actually have to walk on this. Again, this is reminding me of old Minecraft adventure maps for some reason. I feel like I've seen rooms like this 1,000 times in those maps. Here we go. Just carefully walk over this little bridge or whatnot. It's so weird. Look at this. That's such a dreamlike image right there. I feel like I've seen an image like this so many times. It's such a weird feeling I can't describe. It's like maybe I've seen it in some old cartoon as a kid. Oh, how absurd. And I can just imagine something slowly moving around that door and staring at me while I'm too focused trying to walk on this bridge. Another upside down room. The colors are so vibrant and so awfully mixed. Again, it feels like whoever made this place has no clue how colors work and what kind of colors actually make sense together. It's just a bunch of yellow, green, and blue and purple thrown together, all upside down as well. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of like you gave a 2-year-old the task of making a building. And this is what he designed on a piece of paper with his very limited supply of crayons. His few colors that he had, he designed this place. Okay, how am I How am I supposed to get out of here? Should I fly up? No clip? I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to leave. Okay, I guess I can just go back from this direction. I have to walk on this again. And again, I'm concerned that now there's gonna be a jump scare. What happens if I fall down there? Oh, I do not want to know yet. Alright, I guess now I have to make my way all the way back to the pool area over there. And then we can go to that door that said welcome home. I am excited for this. This place was incredible though. And here we are. Welcome home. Huh. Tell you what, it does kind of look like a home. This wallpaper looks so comfy. It reminds me of old couches in Grandma's house. Yeah. Or like blank bed sheets and whatnot used to have this kind of texture on it, I feel like. Look at this. We're in a very cozy looking house environment. Okay, what's up here? Another floor. It's weird how after exploring all this place we've returned to, I assume what we consider a cozy and comfy place, a house, our home. Maybe we are maybe we are in a dream, and after exploring all these weird places in our dream, we have returned home. Maybe it's like that point in a dream where you feel like you've woken up and you go about doing your daily activities, but then you realize something's off inside your home. And then eventually you realize that you never woke up. Your home and your daily activities that you were doing were all part of a dream. Those were part of the dream itself, that you hadn't woken up. And you only realize that after actually waking up. I've expressed my hatred for triangular rooms, but I feel like triangular roofs are also in the same category. Ah, okay. Let's check the other door. And yet again, we have gone from a cramped place to a massively open place. Look at this though. Now we're seeing the effects of our dream again. We're obviously no longer inside our house. The dream has now switched environments again. Oh, look at this. You can have a dinner here with no one, all alone in your dream. Hmm. Oh, and this just drops down to that room again. Okay, very cool. That colorful room that we were in a few minutes ago. Interesting. Okay, what's through here? Okay, there's really loud music playing again. But look at this. What a cool spot again. Just a massively open area with two doors. It reminds me of something like a school multipurpose hall or maybe a wedding hall or something. I have been to a few weddings in my life and yeah, this really looks like one of them. Can you just imagine there being many tables and chairs here, a stage over there? Yeah. Okay. Where does this door go? To a seemingly smaller place, so I guess we'll go here. Never mind. Seems like it's not a small place. A place like this literally sends chills down my spine. To be standing here with a VR headset on my face, I can actually appreciate the scale of something like this. At least to an extent. Of course, not as if it would be in reality, but I can see what the map maker was going for. There's all these little lights. Again, this makes me think of a wedding hall or like some sort of massive, I don't know, film award show or something. As if this place would be filled with tables and chairs and it wouldn't look very absurd then. But when there's no one here, not even a single object, then it feels weird. And also, there's no support pillars or anything. There's nothing holding this roof up except just I guess, just the walls. In real life, I don't think I've ever seen a place this large with no support beams or anything. Maybe that also is a part of why this feels so strange that I can just look at any direction, end to end, without seeing any obstruction in between. Not a table, not a chair, not a person, not even a support beam. It's just massively empty. There have been so many cool images like this that I've seen while exploring this map. This is no exception. Just that one hallway connecting to this place. Alright, let's see what's through this door. Okay, this place looks smaller for now. Alright, which door do I choose? Let's go left first. We'll do this in order, left, middle, and right. Okay, this is giving me hotel vibes, or even airport vibes for some reason. Yeah, massive hotel vibes. This kind of wall, this kind of corridor area. Wait, do all these doors lead to the same place? Oh yeah, it does look like it. Okay, I don't think I need my flashlight here. Although there are these really weird dark spots. Look at this. It's completely dark over here. Whoever placed these lights didn't bother to place one that would light up this place. It's like perhaps this place was never supposed to be complete. It's like perhaps this place was never finished. Construction was never completed. Perhaps the plan was to put windows or install more lights, but that never happened. And look at this, from over here, we can see where we came from again. The chairs and the table all the way in the distance. From here, for some reason, that table almost looks like it's been knocked over. That's actually really concerning. But I don't think it is. At least I hope not. How eerie would that be? Okay. And the music has kicked in once again. Alright. What's over here? My game lagged a bit. Oh! That really concerns me that something is loaded in. I assume that's not normal. I assume that's just glitching out, but it kind of looks really creepy. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my assumption for a moment. Wait. Is that a mirror? I think I see myself. Dude, this would have been terrifying if it wasn't freaking out like that. Wow, I'm gonna come back to that a bit, but... Dude, if that's a mirror... Oh, it is. So it's glitching out. Oh, okay, that really ruined it. If that wasn't glitching out like that, I would have literally jumped up and hit the roof. Tell you what, this could be extra creepy. If you see that door behind me, if that door just closed, or something just turned around that door and just stared at me, that would make this creepy, despite the glitchiness. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. But, yeah, this might have been so creepy. Standing there in the distance, if I just saw this. Look how eerie that is. But unfortunately, it's glitching out, at least in VR, for the way I'm playing it. Yeah. Still though, when I saw my little character standing there, that did freak me out for a second, but... Yeah, I assume it wasn't the intended effect. It could have been much worse, perhaps. Anyways. Oh, take a look at this. Again, a really high ceiling. And just emptiness, no support beams, nothing. Just another chairs and table combo placed in the middle. I have seen a room like this in a few maps now, I think, and it just gets me. There's something so eerie about being alone in here. In a place with seemingly no purpose. Now that is what liminality is. Dude, I genuinely get jump scared every time that music kicks in. Probably gonna have it muted in the video, but... Yeah, that really freaked me out a bit. That doesn't look normal. That's a stain on the wall, isn't it? So far, everything has been really pristine from what I remember. Very clean, nothing weird. And look how quickly the place has changed. The rooms and the architecture style. It was a completely different design philosophy over there. Now we have this. It's more dark. The texture's more dull. That stain is incredibly concerning. Look at that stain. Don't tell me that doesn't look creepy. I'm struggling to speak. I'm actually quite freaked out right now. That isn't solid. I see a seam there. Something's up with this. This doesn't look normal. Come on. Change. Do something. Does it really do nothing? What if I jump on it? Nothing? I don't like that. I'm worried it's gonna open as I walk away. And something's gonna jump out. And look at this. How eerie is that? What's over here? Oh, there seems to be a missing texture. Oh no. These lights are flickering. I'm worried that's gonna open. It's flickering lights. The map has just been so chill this whole time that even this slight bit of creepiness now is really getting me on edge. I feel so jumpy at the moment. Probably the simplest thing could startle me right now. There's such weird spots everywhere. Look at this weird beam or something. Does it go anywhere? No. This light has fallen off. Makes me wonder how old this place might be. Oh, look at that. You gotta wonder how these stains got here. If this really is a liminal space, then what's the point of all the stains? And how did they happen? Alright, so I've just no-clipped around the map, and I couldn't really find anything else. So I think we have explored this place completely. I mean, I've played so many maps on the channel now as well, and off the channel as well I've played a few. Let me tell you, when it comes to the feeling of liminality, I think this has been my favorite. And when it comes to Garry's Mod maps in general, this might be up there very high as one of my favorite maps I've played. My mind is blown after playing this map, and there were so many spots where the atmosphere was liminal and tense and nostalgic and everything that it should have been. And my mind was just blown so many times playing this. The map maker has done an incredible job, and I've heard that they would be willing to watch a video of somebody who plays the map. So, map maker, if you're watching this, I'm blown away. I don't know if you have any other maps. I think I'm definitely gonna check your workshop page, and yeah, if this map maker has any more maps, perhaps I will play them in the future as well. It's maps like these that have really shown me how much can be done with Garry's Mod. I didn't really play Garry's Mod when I was young. I've always been a Minecraft kid. But now, playing these maps in VR and seeing all these incredible things that people have made, it's really showing me how awesome this game can be. That's the beauty of sandbox games, I think. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and inshallah I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.